frankly, the people that are ultimately guilty for Rhiannon's murder are the British government. It's the British government who, despite massive public demand for something to be done, have seen absolutely nothing done.
A new government decision is stirring intense debate around authority, personal freedom, and who ultimately controls access to the UK. Keir Starmer's administration has reportedly taken steps to block a high-profile global figure from entering the country. The justification centers on public interest and past controversial statements. But decisions like this don't exist in isolation. They raise broader concerns about how power is exercised and where the boundaries are drawn.
Let's bring you some breaking news now. And Sky News understands that Kanye West has been blocked from entering the UK as his presence would not be conducive to the public good.
This is where the issue becomes more complex. Is this action genuinely about safeguarding the public, or does it signal the start of a wider standard that could be applied more broadly in the future? Once a precedent is set, it rarely stays limited to a single case. That's why moments like this deserve closer scrutiny.
If Keir Starmer was to ban people coming into Britain with whose views he doesn't like, almost nobody would be allowed in. So I think it's a dangerous path to go down.
Because when governments begin determining who is acceptable and who is not, the implications can extend far beyond one individual. The criteria, the consistency, and the long-term impact all come into question. Watch this closely. If you're looking for direct, unfiltered analysis on UK politics, free speech, and decisions that shape the country, make sure to subscribe. This conversation is only just beginning.
Let's bring you some breaking news now. And Sky News understands that Kanye West has been blocked from entering the UK as his presence would not be conducive to the public good. It's understood West made an application to travel to the UK yesterday via an electronic travel authorization, and the government blocked West's permission to travel, and he doesn't hold a valid authorization visa. And this, of course, due to the fact that he was meant to headline the Wireless Festival later this summer, but many sponsors of the festival pulled out because of Kanye West's history of anti-Semitic comments. So we're now hearing that the government has blocked West's permission to travel to the UK.
This is where the debate intensifies, sitting at the intersection of politics, culture, and freedom of expression. Keir Starmer publicly stated that Kanye West should not have been given a major platform, emphasizing the government's stance against anti-Semitism and its commitment to protecting the public. That position reflects one side of the argument. On the other hand, Rupert Lowe responded by downplaying the importance of the artist's views, arguing that attendance at such events should remain a personal choice rather than a government decision. The exchange highlights a deeper divide between regulation and individual freedom, and shows just how polarized this issue has become.
That for myself, I wouldn't buy a ticket. I wouldn't recommend anyone buys a ticket. I think his comments are vile, really vile. The sort of rabbit hole of anti-Semitism, stroke Nazism that he's gone down is vile. But I think if we start banning people from entering the country because we don't like what they say, I worry where that ends up. I mean, if Keir Starmer was to ban people coming into Britain with whose views he doesn't like, almost nobody would be allowed in. So I think it's a dangerous path to go down. I suspect, Ross, the answer to this is the free market will sort this out, in that sponsors are withdrawing already, the festival itself is threatened, and I suspect very few people will buy tickets. I suspect the free market will sort this out. But
the first duty of government is to keep its citizens safe. How do you feel the Prime Minister is faring, both in terms of people crossing the Channel and also our defence more broadly? And also, if I may, Nigel Farage, you want to be Prime Minister. If you were Prime Minister now, would you give America permission to use British air bases for attacks on civilian infrastructure in Iran that the US President is threatening? Thank you.
There's a lot there you've just asked. I mean, frankly, the people that are ultimately guilty for Rhiannon's murder are the British government. It's the British government who, despite massive public demand for something to be done, have seen absolutely nothing done. A previous government that promised they'd stop the boats, this government that said they would smash the gangs. I very fairly asked what is plan B. There clearly isn't one of any kind at all. And so I personally blame the government. I think you feel the same way, don't you?
Starmer and the government, yeah.
Yeah, well, you couldn't get a clearer answer than that.
If you think these are the kinds of discussions that deserve real attention, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it with others. The more people engage with these debates, the harder it becomes to avoid the bigger questions behind them. Now I want your view. Does this decision protect the public, or does it risk crossing a line that could have wider consequences? Let me know in the comments.